Hi, it's Anita from Scrappy Happy Mommy, and today I'm starting my Just Because Cards Cricut Cartridge series. If you missed the video before this, you should check that out first because it explains how this cartridge works, also some of the features, and how the envelopes work, because I know there is a lot of confusion around the envelopes. So today we're working on card number 1, and card number 1 is the car card found on page 24 of the manual. This card goes with envelope number 1, but if you also follow it as well, you can figure out that it would also go with envelope number 2, envelope 3, 4, 5, envelope 6, and 7, 8, and that would be it. But today I've chosen envelope number 1, which is this. Now the weird part in this, when I cut these both out, I tried both fit to pages, and this, the smaller one right here, ends up being 5 inches fit to page, and this is what it looks like right there. There's my 5 inches fit to page. But then I went ahead and used the envelope shift feature, and that cut that out at 3 inches, and the two of them actually are the exact same size, which I found was quite odd. If you do a 5-inch envelope on the card feature, it turns out huge, and there is no possible way that card is fitting in that envelope. So I stuck, for card number 1, I stuck with doing a 3-inch envelope and a 3-inch card. So the card, as I said, found on page 24. So that means that the car, all of the layers, so layer 1, layer and the shift, layer 2 and the shift, I didn't do the shadow, and the phrase is all cut out at 3 inches. Now, as I explained in the video before this, the sticker can go on the outside of the envelope, and sometimes I will be using the stencil instead of the phrase right here, but not on today's card. These two you do not want to cut out at the same size you do everything else. This is up to you how big or how small you would want them. So I did cut the sticker out on this, and I'll explain that in a few minutes. So we're going to go ahead with the envelope. Again, the envelope I cut out 3 inches. You could still cut out the 5-inch one, but then you'd want to change your dial size for everything else, because the envelope and the 5-inch envelope and the 3-inch envelope turn out to be the exact same size. Very weird, I know. So there is my sticker. And for this, I cut the sticker out at 1 3/4. So I'm going to hold this up. The pattern paper is going to be the same pattern paper on my card, and that is found on just the sticker. And then the sticker shift is the same color that the card is as well. I just added some adhesive to the back, and then when the card is in, then I will secure it down. So there is the sticker. They're so cute. I love this. So for the card base itself, again, 3 inches is what it's cut at. And I'm going to go ahead and put the card shift feature on. And this gives you a little bit of a liner. And my pattern paper that I use today is from DCWV, and it is from the Citrus Stack. And you're going to add that little layer on the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and just make sure it's a little tiny bit over, so then I will snip that little bit off. So there it is. Okay, so there is the car and the car shift, which basically is your card itself. I'm going to put that aside, and we're going to start putting together layer number 1. And layer number 1 is your card, and it gives you all of the features and the cut lines of where everything is going to be assembled. So the first thing I'm going to add onto this is my layer 1 shift, which is the wheels. And of course they're going to go right on the bottom. Again, everything that I'm doing right now is cut at 3 inches. And there's the second wheel. The next part that I'm going to cut out right now is my layer 2. And layer 2 is going to give you the bottom detail of the card right there. I'm going to go ahead and put that on. I just want to make sure that I'm putting it on right. And I cut this from the same orange that is already in the top of the card as well. Okay, and also for layer number 2, it's going to give you tiny little other speck of yellow or orange or whatever color you're using. And that goes right on top by the hood is where that's going to go. So there it is, right there. Next part is the layer 2 shift, when this wants to stay on the card. There. Okay, so layer 2 shift is going to cut out your windows and also the little white part for your tires as well. So I'm going to add the little circles for my tires first. One. And the second one has just escaped my craft table. Of course it would do it. I think I can find that in a few minutes, so I'll do my best to find that. Don't you love when that happens when you're doing a video? Oh, found it. Look at that. And there it is, the 2 little circles for the tire. Next thing I'm going to put on is my windows. Again, following the cut lines that are already in the car, put those on. And last but not least, the smaller window. So there is the car itself. Put that aside. And there it is. There, whew. The glue or the humidity that's in this house today is affecting this. So there it is so far. I'm going to put that aside in just a second. And it does cut out 2 little yellow streaks that will go on your bottom details of your card as well. So there it is so far, the car. Next thing I'm going to put on is my phrase, and I cut both the phrase, the word, and then the word shift feature. Again, these are at 3 inches. Put that down first. And the next part I'm going to put on is the there part. And this again was cut at 3 inches as well, using the word shift. Go ahead and put that on top of it. And also there is 3 little dots that will come out, whether it be from the word itself, whether it be from the word shift. I've chose to use the same colors that are in the word shift, so I threw the blue ones out. And so far, there it is. Next thing I'm going to do is just add some dimensionals to the car itself to pop it up. The thing with these just because cards is they're so fast to do. First few videos won't be, just so I'll explain some things a little bit more in detail, but after that you can run right through them. Okay. And there is the card itself and the envelope going along to match it. Of course, the inside is blank, but you could even use one of the stencils, or you could save your words for the inside of the card, but I left mine blank. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll be back again tomorrow with video number 2. Bye.